can actually reach you.
And as I said, I thought he went the wrong angle for him to be.
Well, that's a great art of forward play. You've got to try and make the kick as easy for your teammate as possible.
So Judd, Dygan got it from Gibbs, and that's a wobbly floater that falls into Garlett's hands. So just untidy by the Tigers. Morris dropped one, but they recovered, and then Hooley, who's normally so good, coughs it up. Judd and Gibbs get involved, and Garlett. You just feel the Amigos are going to have to kick goals today, just the way we saw that opening term. Garlett's the leading goal kicker at the club this year, over 40 goals. Is it going away? That's a big miss. Cheated. They just hurt, don't they? I mean, Collingwood last night, Sidebottom had a shot from about there to really give them a bit of breathing space late, didn't they?
The kicking's been poor, Carlton. Elidio to himself, runs to the pocket, drives it towards the outer side. Vickery in front, not taken at the back by Henderson. Pack collapsed. Henderson having a fine season, re-signed with the Blues. Just gives it away. Chaplin, great acquisition. Goes to the pocket, and Hooley bearing down his Betts, who played it pretty well. Hooley tackled by Betts. The ball not coming out. This will be a tough call if he knocks him off the Tiger player, and he has. I don't think so.
I hope we don't continue with that interpretation of holding the ball. The guy's got to have prior opportunity. He didn't dive on the footy.
He didn't want it, really. It bounced back to him, didn't it? That's a tough call.
You can see there, Dennis, both Cruiser and Mitch Robinson look like they're going to go back on the ground, so they must be all right. They're probably going to test it out. It's a big elimination final, of course. Nothing to play for next week if they don't get the win, so they're going to try.
Good news. Betts inside the 50. Kick is on the way. He's judged it to a nicety. Centimetre perfect.
We're waiting for that, Den, for a while.
Well, that little bit of good fortune, a couple of, I think, are very contentious holding the ball decisions. One Wade got the goal, one Betts has got the goal. Very handy to get a couple in those kind of absolute 50-50 umpiring decisions there.
It was a great effort initially, tipped by Betts coming back with the fly. That's what created the free kick.
So here's Waiting Rance a moment ago. So Jared swinging the arm a bit there. Warnock. Jackson having a career best season. Jack Revock petted. Slips it out cleverly. Martin looks up. Good kick to Vickery. Got it. Well played. Just protected his space. Vickery is a giant. Henderson's no small guy, but Vickery's got him well and truly covered height-wise. It's a lovely kick, isn't it?
Beautiful kick. That's what you want as a forward. Just the ability to run in, launch at the ball, especially for a guy of Vickery's size. Pretty hard to defend.
He's got no chance of reaching the footy, has he, Henderson?
He's kicked 9 goals in his last 3 matches coming into today, Vickery, so he's been really ticking it over. Dennison mentioned he kicked 26 for the season after his first. So this for a second goal for Vickery. Looks good. So he's been important, hasn't he? Really important early. And it does beg the question about your cousin, Jack Revolt. Just the big change in the focus. He's playing almost as a half forward today, isn't he, rather than as a full forward?
He is, and it's exactly what he did round 1. He got right up the ground. Jamison's clearly their best defender one-on-one. He's great on the lead. He's great in the air. So if you can eliminate him, take him out of the play, it opens the door. We saw Edwards really dominate the first quarter, and Vickery's on fire, kicked 2 already.
So he's their target at the moment, isn't he, Vickery?
Yeah, your second ruckman got a couple of goals. If you can get 3 or 4 goals out of your forward who fills in as your second ruck, incredibly valuable.
Jack was the target last time they met. He had Bootsma. High ball from Armfield. Hangs a long time in the air. Chaplin got a hand to it. Rand's taken high. We'll get the free kick. He's been very good.
Second one, he did.
Prepared to take a risk this afternoon, pushing up the ground. Feelers to a fault. Sends it out wide. Marriage launches himself. Warnock, very tall man, got a fist on it. Robinson passes a fitness test. It falls to Bell at close quarters. Crashed it at Hooley. Revolt over the top, lost and loving this situation, running from half back. Bennett's got it. Squares the ball, getting some space on the outer side is Newman. Scotland stayed off him.
50 metres.
50 metres off the ball.
Eye contact, 50 metres.
Jack's down. Well, that's huge. This is Newman's third deliberate shot at goal. And he's well inside the 50.
It's a block anyway. It's a block anyway. But it doesn't matter. You've blocked him. He's allowed to run. KG's on 70. It doesn't matter. He's allowed to run forward with the play. I'm not allowed to stop and hold my ground. No,
he held his ground, Simpson. It wasn't exactly ran at him.
Time back on.
I'd like to get one of those every time it happens.
Yeah. Chris has. Gets from 49. And finally, it's on range. Number one. Well, look at that.
It's a sensational shot, isn't it? Look at that crowd. Oh, that's a big blow, isn't it? A 50-metre penalty on centre wing.
And it certainly blocked his path, but it wasn't like a heavy block. He just held his ground. It wasn't as if he ran and picked him off with, with a heavy shepherd off the ball.
So the favourite son, Chris Newman, on the scoreboard in the final. 233rd game. First final, and this is the first time really the Tigers have made a move on the scoreboard. They've got a little bit of breathing space. Carlton need to respond. Bell getting forward. Morris, hands and knees. Robinson back out there. Marriage. Tucker's on the ground because of Conker. Murphy shuffling forward. Grimes. Scotland hard at him. Grigg on the left. Kicks to centre wing. Edwards has been terrific.
Holding his arm.
He's been a problem, Edwards.
He's your own player. Come around to me. 50 metres. Holding off the ball against Walker. 50 holding metres. Against you. No, 50 metres against you.
So there you go again. You heard the umpire. 50 metres against Walker holding off the ball. So Simpson and Walker, the two half-backs, that have provided so much run this year, have, given two pretty soft free kicks away. Let's have a look. Middle of the screen. There we go. Well. Gee, just held his jumper for a moment.
2 metres push
Nick,
out.
what did you say before? You'd love to get one of those every time. Well, same again. That was very, very soft.
Technically it's there, but...
Well, this is undisciplined by Carlton anyway, one way or the other. So Edwards has missed a couple of shots. But not this time. And they're out to a 3-goal lead here off the back of two 50-metre penalties. Gee, they're coach killers. I mean, it must be hard to maintain your composure as a coach right now.
They're small mistakes, but they're mistakes. They're things that are happening probably all over the field, but the umpires have seen these two and chosen to act. Then there's many similar incidents that are not being free kicked.
So here's the first of them. You watch Simpson in the middle, just blocked Jack
Just on his ground, really.
And here's Walker just grabbing, holding the jumper on the flank there. There it is.
Problem is they're out in the open spaces, aren't they? And the umpires spot them. Meanwhile, Vickery, Deledio, and the tails are up for the Tigers. Goes inside the forward 50. Well played by Newman. Wins a 50-50 ball, wheels around, looks back towards the middle. Got the clearance too. Tuck can go to the square. Went the wrong way, but he's going to get a free kick. Tuck's going to get a free kick. Edwards was on in the square. Tuck gave it towards the pocket. Steve Kernahan can feel it slipping away and so too Michael Malthouse. Regardless of the result.
It was against Andrew Walker for hold.
It's going to be an interesting press conference.
No, just holding his arm.
Sticks. One of the greats. No move for flattering at the moment though, so I'll stop. Here's Tuck. 30 metres out. Kick is on the way and he puts it through.
Michael Tuck, what brilliant father, of course, is Michael Tuck. Played 400 games, and his mother is Faye Ablett, who's the sister of Gary Ablett Senior. So he's got pretty good bloodlines.
You'd buy him if he was in the Ulick, so wouldn't you?
He has got some good bloodlines, Shane Tuck.
Well, this son and father have played 599 games between them. 426 to this man, 11 grand finals the record, 7 premierships, and I think 39 finals in total.
Just amazing longevity and performance, sustained excellence.
And you played a lot with him, Lee, in that era. So Richmond have made a mighty move here. This will really test Carlton. They've dodged some bullets so far this year. Pettit to Ellis. Back to Jack Revolt. Still with Revolt. On the left. Goes to full forward. Edwards a chance. Edwards a big chance.
McGuinness didn't defend him at all.
Well, you've got to get a body in there, don't you?
That's what I mean.
Well, Edwards has had a spectacular day. He slipped Tui early. He outmarked Tui there. He took that one. He got a 50-metre penalty earlier. He's been brilliant, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's been a bit of that X factor. He's a one forward for Richmond who really presents hard at the ball. Just a bonus that he's been able to take these contested marks.
But he didn't play in the first 9 games this year. He wasn't in their team. Got some late reprieves. Kicked 4 and 5 goals in the last 2 minor round games. And here he's missed. So he should have had at least 3 goals so far. He's got 1.
I'm sure the message will go out to young Andrew McGuinness, like, make sure you got body on him. Just don't let him take an uncontested mark 20 metres from goal.
Tui almost brings himself into trouble. Drives it towards the outer side. Hills in front, stretching. Well done by Edwards. Got it on the deck. Tries to go back to Tuck. He fell on top of the footy. Simpson went in. Judd, who's been quiet. Down goes to Lidio. Still had it when he hit the deck. Umpire lets them play. And now whistle for that. So starting the day, Aaron Edwards, 9 goals in the last 2 games. He managed to go on this ground for the West Coast Eagles. Round 1 of 05 against the Tigers. And I remember he did 2 goals in the opening term. He was on fire that day early as well. Can he be thwarted? Hand pass came across from Yarran to Walker. And now it's Henderson.
And he had to go backwards because there's no one forward to kick it to. And now Henderson, that's a good kick to the pocket. And well done by Waite, having a victory there on Rance.
Bruce, you called it perfectly there, Andrew Walker. Great composure. Instead of just blazing away to the Richmond defenders, just went backwards to Henderson, allowed Waite to push forward and get into a position to take the mark. Really good composure.
They need something special from one player today. You feel like someone just has to put their hand up in there. Waite's capable, I think, of doing something.
There's only that 10 inside 50, so they're just not getting in their goal-scoring area. They've got to make every opportunity when they get there.
Let's see if he can do that, and he's kicked a goal. So Betts and Waite have kicked big goals against the flow. He's got 2. Well, he's their chance, I reckon, up forward at the moment. He's a great one-on-one player. Even against Rance, you'd give him a chance, wouldn't you?
Well, Rance is playing a great game, and he actually played it really well on that occasion. You could see he took the space away from Waite that he wanted to come into to lead. It was just a fantastic kick from Henderson to get it over the back. Waite had prime position, body him out of the way, and was able to convert. So, yeah, Waite's got the 2, but Rance is playing a great game.
He's taking him back to full forward. Waite basically playing as full forward now.
Tigers by 20. And the next goal, very important either way. Marriage had to wait. Still won it down. Cotchin taken high. Advantage. No. Stop. Come on. Stop. We'll come back to Cotchin.
Around your mark, Trent. Back around the mark,
Delusions of
please.
adequacy momentarily. He flirted with the idea of going the bigger barn. Here's Cotchin. Runs wide of the mark, down towards Martin. Martin out muscles his opponent. Finds it on the numbers. They stayed off him. Lines up and kicks a goal. Too easy.
He could play as a forward, Martin, I reckon. I mean, he could play half forward and kick 35 goals in a year. He's a bit like Dane Swan, I reckon. He's got a similar physique, and he's so strong, isn't he?
Yep. Got the tats.
Adelaide used to send Rashudo forward. He's in that sort of mould, isn't he? Big, strong, powerful legs.
You're mentioning it's a bit similar to Rashudo and Swan, able to go forward.
Yeah, well, he's just got the size about him, doesn't he? He's strong overhead. His ability to shake his man off in that contest and then finish was first class.
So Richmond well on top. Gibbs, Judd gets it forward. Murphy just overran it. Burl overruns it. Grimes and Murphy. It eludes Armfield. Jackson, good hands. Great hands. Newman has been terrific. Ellis was wonderful. Tuck, they barge it forward. Armfield's back turn. Tui arches the back. A little kick by Newman. Important. Was it a mark? No, didn't go 15, obviously. Jamison held up, brought up. That just was great Tiger footy. And here's Martin's reaction. So, after the goal, well, that'll be talked about, I'm sure.
I'm not sure I know what it means. There goes Morris. Guinness head down, going nowhere. They battle on the logo and the umpire will ball it up. Martin hobbling off. That's no good.
Chris Newman it is, Dennis.
Oh, sorry.
He hobbled off. He looks okay. He's just walking there. Could be a corky. I'll keep a close eye on it, but fingers crossed he's all good for the Tigers.
Martin sitting behind him, but it was Newman who we were interested in. Rance does well. Bell, ditto. Hand pass comes across now, and the kick goes in from Curnow. Long ball towards full forward. Digan involved, but nothing much happening on the forward line just for the present. Again, kamikaze efforts by the Tigers. Doing well, Cochin got boot to ball. In trouble, Murphy rolls out the back. Bell spins out of one would-be tackle. Goes down, though. Delidio got him. Murphy creates his own space. Pulls it back towards full forward. Ellis spoilt by his teammate Chaplin. As a result, Hooley's got a problem. He accepted the tackle, and the umpire will ball it up.
Just slightly nervy there, the Tigers, weren't they, with that one coming in? So Carlton pressing here, but they're 4 goals behind. Morris was touched. Armfield, can he get something on it? Tui, good smother from Revolt. Back to Jamison, did well, Jamison. Handball, Burl, getting busy, Burl. Held up in the tackle by Delidio. Well played by Yaron. Robinson, goal! Well done, the Blues. There's a bit of fight in them right now. That's good. I mean, they had to get their hands dirty, didn't they? Right there and then, and they did.
Had to keep the ball in the area where there wasn't any easy kicks. No uncontested possessions in there. It was a question, could you actually get one? And Scunge shot at goal. Robinson got it after a lot of ball. A lot of players touched it.
The bloke that I reckon is not many. I reckon Bill's just having a bit of a presence. Big body.
Yep.
I think he's done his ankle, Dennis, by look at Newman. Look at that. Wow.
Nasty angle.
Seen worse, but hopefully he can get back out there. Play restarts. Warnock up very high. Hooks it down. Socket off the ground there by Cochin. Robinson. Good last goal. Cochin came again. Wonderful second effort by both those players. Cochin clings it out of there. Scotland's got it. Bennett got him. Curnow confronted. Put down strongly too. McGuinness meantime. Walker. Hard against the boundary line, Walker. Kicks beyond the wing. Wonderful carriage. Lost him. He knew they were coming up.
He's handling the pressure. He's handling the pressure, Dennis.
I'll say. Drives it down towards half forward. Hangs a long time in the air. McGuinness goes back. They met at the football. Falls to Judd. Arches the back. Slides a hand pass back inside the defensive 50. Scotland goes over the top and Simpson's got it now.
Well, they've got the Lucy here if they can get it to Murphy, but well done by the Tigers. It was Ellis that got back, or rather Grigg that got back. So Betts running and carrying, kicking to half forward. Garland, does he get there? He tries to. They want it out of bounds here. Rance got back. Wade overran it. Rance kicks it out of. They wanted it out of bounds. They got it out of bounds. By the way, Newman missed the last 3 matches with an ankle injury, so it mightn't be too good for him because that's the injury that kept him out late in the year. Scotland back in the team. I just feel like Carlton have lifted here. So Scotland with a bit of an up and under.
Some tall timber at the fall. Short man comes away with it though. King, Pettit, Hooley, King again. Through the centre square, jams it forward. Revolt's got it now alongside the centre circles. McGuinness inside the square. It's another touchdown.
run out of the area. If you get caught in the area, you've got to get out of the area. And he just sort of ran adjacent. We'll see it from behind. I mean, he put his arm up. That was his problem. If he hadn't put his arm up, he would have just drifted out of the area. The umpire's key is if a player puts his arm up as if he's stopping the player going sideways, they are likely to penalise them for encroaching in that protected area.
Well, we were told they practice that at training players, putting the hand up.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting exercise to watch. Go down to training and watch him do that. There goes the kick from Revolt. He puts it through. Said that before. So this margin, right on the edge, the 26. They're back there again. They need the next one. And over 30, suddenly it gets pretty tough for Carlton. Carlton, in fairness, not playing well enough at the present time, but taking more of their opportunities. But weight of numbers certainly running now with this team.
Their third 50-metre goal, though. You're not going to get too many of those. That's an enormous quota for one half of footy.
What a great scene it is. The city, the big stadium, full house, Tigers, drought with finals with a lead. Gibbs, well done, Judd, terrific mark. He's got to play the percentages today, Juddy. Not a great kick. Kerno, Jackson, Pearl. I've liked what he's done in the last few minutes, boundary throw-in. Just feel at the moment they've got to keep getting the next goal. Dennis summed it up perfectly. 26 points. Yep, you can almost work with that, but another one, you're in trouble. Newman back out there. That's great. Deledio. Oh, Robinson brought him down. Deledio lucky there in the end, and then getting it away. Grimes, boundary throwing. That's a good result for the Blues.
This is what they need. They need to be able to lock the ball in and sustain some pressure. Put Richmond under the same sort of pressure that Carlton have been feeling.
Boundary throw in there. Cruiser works in front. Marriage over the top. Gibbs haven't called his name often enough. Gives it back to Tui. Tui the kick. Floats towards the opposite pocket and bounces out of bounds. Gibbs has had 9. Very important player to the Blues. Boundary throw in. Marriage in front. Swung at it. Missed it. Cochin like a basketballer. Dribbling. Rands back to Cochin. Robinson's in there, over the top, Curnow, ball up.
Test of your defensive structure. A lot of players in that part of the ground, but it's obviously just so important for Richmond that they don't give Carlton a shot at goal.
Cruiser probably won the tap, and now we'll have a boundary throw in.
And this is good. Repeat stoppages in your forward line. It gives you more opportunities for a Richmond player to make a mistake and provide an opportunity to have a shot at goal.
See if they can create something here, Carlton. Have to take their chances. A good tap by Cruiser, but straight to Grigg. Bouncing ball. Yaron decided to tap it to Tui. All the numbers with the Tigers for the moment. Newman's been really good. Tapping forward. Jamison held up. Ball up.
Well, Mick would have hated that. Grab hold of the ball, take possession, and then do something with it. I don't think he'd like players tapping the ball like that.
So Yaron trying to finesse in heavy traffic, not easy to do. Cruiser doing it himself, has an airy. Scotland was one of the men in there. Martin involved as well. Ball coming out, I think it was Gibbs, it was. Still not out. Pettit gets it to Jackson, now it's out.
Jackson to Martin. Slips a hand pass wide. Edwards to Cochin. And it's Revolt. Reverse numerical attack. It's hard to stop. Well done. Martin loops it across towards Hooley. Hooley goes long down towards full forward. Bounces through for a behind. Well, just get the feeling at the moment Carlton on borrowed time.
And they don't have a full complement, of course. They lost McLean before the game. You don't feel like Robinson and... No, he did kick a goal. Robinson and Cruiser both had a few problems. Judd not really moving that well. He's doing what he can do. Of course, Conker off for Richmond. So just the high ball wide. Chaplin front spot. Murphy's had quite a second term after a productive opening one.
It's an amazing game. It's almost half-time, and Carlton have only had 112 disposals. That's unbelievable. 300 is a late game, so they're a mile below what you would normally get.
So Cruiser's free kick.
Cruiser, left half back. Goes up towards the wing. Again, butchered it. Chaplin missed it. Rance under pressure around the corner. Chopped off by Gibbs, centering kick. Bell's got it now. Sweeps it inside. Curnow on the attack. Running off Cochin. Good policy. Kicks it down towards the pocket. Betts. Armfield is on for a longer one. Goes short to Dygan. Well, Dygan, forgotten for so long. A chance to kick a very important goal here.
They're just all counter-punching goals, aren't they? They're all just balls that every now and again they bounce out of the back half Richmond's forward line, Carlton, and then create the odd scoring shot.
Nick Dygan, impressive young man. See what he can do. Kick is on the way. Well done. Puts it through. So they drag it back again.
Really has been contrasting styles. You see Richmond when they go forward, they like to link up with hands, short kicks, maintain possession. Carlton are just whacking it forward and hoping that someone can get on the end of it. Fortunately, the Betts did so on that occasion. I think that reflects the low possession count you're talking about, Lee. 118.
Yeah, they're not distributing and linking up and not playing possession footy, that's for sure. Not getting much of it.
Unlikely goal scorers Dygan and Warnock today. First goals of the season for both. I mean, admittedly Dygan played very little footage. It's his fourth game. Getting over the top, Warnock. Bell breaking the tackle. Doesn't get a great kick away. Waite versus Rance. Rance almost. Waite. How does the umpire call it? He calls it all square. Waite's filthy on it. He's still arguing. Ball coming back. Edwards chasing hard. Waite puts another tackle on. Jackson a good one again. A revolt there. And free kick to Carlton high. I think they're Richmond. Sorry, it was the Tigers who were first in. They're holding the ball.
He tried to kick.
Every day of the week.
Opportunity, tried to kick.
So Revolt gets a free. Waite should have got a free a minute ago.
The umpire called that he attempted to kick it. They've given him pretty liberal leniency, I would have thought, but that was where the umpire called that decision.
Brick's got it now. Obviously wanting to slow it down, I guess that's what the signal is. Lost and loved his goal.
Okay,
We need a book of signals, don't we, Dennis, so we know what these signals mean. We're trying to work out, aren't we, what Dustin Martin's crossed hands means.
Yes, well,
I think it means handcuffs of some sort, doesn't it?
Does it?
Play on.
Oh, there you go. Rance towards the outer side. You're up with this stuff, Lee. I'm very impressed. The ball goes out of bounds, we'll have a throw.
I really like.
Well, you can work retrospectively, can't you? I mean, if things happen after a signal, but with the handcuffs, if that's what they were, into the cross buckle goes Eddie.
Dylan Grimes and Eddie Betts had a bit of fun after this. You can see there. That's going on about 150 metres away from the ball.
So Judd takes the advantage. Betts spots it. So they were 27 points in front, the Tigers. It's down to 21. This has been a really good 5-10 minutes by the Blues. Betts has already kicked one very, very good goal from this pocket.
Two more.
Dylan Grimes has actually been his match-up just for most of this quarter, and Grimes is normally a more key position defender. He's just been a bit slippery for him a few times, Eddie Betts.
Yep.
Well, he gave the last one off to Dygan. He's had an important quarter, Betts. He is a very good kick for goal. And he's missed it. That was big. Really big. So he's kicked 1 goal, 2 from set shots.
Inside the last 2 minutes of the opening half. To 20, so Carlton hanging around. Delidio to himself. Neither side grab a late goal. Forward of the pack, a chance for Shane Edwards, who's been quiet, knocked away by Bell. Boundary throw in. Clock stops at 1:45. Vast crowd, virtually full the MCG. A raucous atmosphere, unlike any we've had for an early final, I'd suggest, ever. Master of understatement will have a toss-up.
Thanks, John.
At right half back.
John.
Greg, the last man up. Umpire Farmer does the business. Vickery will get a free kick. So it will be the Tigers to go forward. 1:32 remaining. And Can they get a score at the other end? Short. Newman, nobody near him, can gallop away, decides against it, so maybe that tells us something. Short one to Ellis. He's at centre half back, Ellis.
For all their domination, Richmond, they're 3 goals in front, and 3 goals this quarter they got from 50-metre penalties.
Not sure, I mean, there's a minute and a half to go. I know it's late in the second quarter, but they look like they're just prepared to play the game out for the last minute or two. Both players had a chance to run through the centre square and really put the Carlton defence under pressure.
I wonder if they're just setting up for one assault on goal. It's not, I don't know.
I don't think they know the scores that well. I think it's more late in the quarter. It's 31 minutes on the time clock, so we'll just play a bit defensively for this last minute or so.
So Jackson down the line. Tuck came on early. Garlett, Murphy running, trying to create. Curnow was a hot footy. He takes them on. He's a bit lucky. Bell doesn't look Bell. He's very lucky. That's poor play. No peripheral vision. Now they might be in. Pettit to Tuck. Tuck to full forward. Great looking kick. He's got it. The skipper's got it. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
It's the difference between now, I reckon, the average midfielder and the absolute top notcher who can go forward and one-on-one win the ball in the forward 50, and Cotton, we know, can do that. We spoke about it pre-game. Hasn't done much this year. They haven't used him in that role, but he can do it so well.
Can you imagine what the crowd are going to do in a moment if he kicks this goal on half-time? And look at the players as well. So Cotchin's kicked 2, only 4 goals this season, 2 today. And Bell has been good in this quarter, makes a monumental error. And Richmond, Judd, well done there. Richmond take a big lead into half-time. They've got it back to 26. It's 10-7 to 6-5 in the elimination final.